Hi, this is Spencer Colgan, your Tampa Bay wallpaper installer, coming to you from the beautiful Tampa Bay. And we have here an installation of Fifth and Foster. It's vinyl wall covering, non-woven, and we put the glue on the wallpaper first because it's very delicate, as it has glass beads on it. So you don't want these glass beads on the wall. And so there's a couple of steps you have to take, and I did that on a separate video, such as cleaning the wall covering off, because as it unravels, the beads are stuck to the back of the paper. And then you have to have a completely clean, you cannot have your glue around the glass beads. And then I use a brush to brush into the corners. And even in that case, you have to pull the wall covering up and get the little, there's always a couple that get into the edges, most of the time, not all of the time. So anyway, here is a seam. I want to give you one last tip. So this is a seam roller. Now this is a really good seam roller, and one of the reasons why you want a good seam roller, especially if you're dealing with high-end paper, watch this. As I press on my seam with a lot of pressure, what do you think is going to happen eventually to this tool? Well, I'm going to put two prongs through the wallpaper, and it's going to rip the sheet right where I'm pressing on it. And so if your wall covering is $400 a roll, you just wasted about $80 worth of wallpaper. So you want a good wool, you want a good seam roller, and somebody might say, who's a pro, why are you pressing that hard? Yeah, true. But even with a little pressure on it, you could still put it right through and scratch the wallpaper and even tear it. So anyway, I want to show you here's your seam, okay? Check that out. All right, there's my seam now. Okay, let's zone in here. There's our seam. Now, what I want you to do, if you need a tip on how to do this seam, here's what I suggest that you do. You take, because the reason why we're going to do this is you don't want this roller rolling on, you don't want to touch these things if you don't have to. These glass beads, they're little glass beads. Just think about a jelly donut, a sugar-covered jelly donut. You know all the sugar that falls off of those things? It's almost the same exact thing. So in order to avoid rolling over these things and dislodging them, how do you think you could do the seam without rolling it on there? Well, here's how you do it. Watch this. So I'm going to take the edge, I'm going to lift it off the wall. So here it's on the wall and now it's off. I'm just using the edge of it. And all you're going to do is go into that edge just like that. You're going to push it down just on the corner. And you're going to avoid hitting 80% of these beads. You're just going to deal with the ones in the corner. This is less than 1/4 of an inch of distance from the edge of the beads to the other edge. And so you're really just going to be careful around them and just hit the seam like that. Remember, you're lifting the roller off of the wall covering. Okay, I think you got the message there. And so you just go consistently in about 3 to 4 inch spans, back and forth, and guess what you have after that? A beautiful seam. Okay, this is Spencer Colgan coming to you from the Tampa Bay area with another quick tip on your wall covering installation. If you need wallpaper, go to wallpaperboulevard.com. Visit us on the web at www.spencercolgan.com. You can call us if you have a question. You can leave a question in the YouTube video. You normally answer those questions within 48 hours. Share your information. Tell us how you do it. Maybe you can share with us and we can learn something new. Thanks for watching. This is Spencer Colgan. Remember, quality is not expensive. It's actually priceless. Thanks a lot. Remember, Spencer Colgan is wallpaper.